Hello, everybody. It is Alan. It is Brony time, and today is a different kind of video. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. It's the last week that I'm coming into work before vacation, so I kind of took last weekend to myself, also because something happened on Friday, and I wasn't feeling very well after it. So I ended up having to call off work, and I just took the weekend to like relax and rest after that whole ordeal that we don't have to get into at all. In fact, you don't want me to get into it. So, yes, that's kind of where I've been. I just didn't feel like recording this weekend essentially, but I will be coming back, especially now that I'm actually about to get a actual significant break from work, which should give me more time to record videos sometimes, and I will be doing that. But anyway, with that out of the way, today's discussion, as you all know, last week, I believe it was last week, literally last week, was the Game Awards, and once again, I'm going to save that for a separate video. The problems with the Game Awards this year, and I mean, it is the Game Awards, so I don't know what I was expecting. But the only reason I tuned into this one is because so fervently in love with Baldur's Gate 3. If you didn't know, so I was really invested to hope that those hacks would finally get it right, and give the game at least give the game of the year to a game that I could say I see why they won the award, and not just something like what the hell. But now what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't have a conniption fit and try to put down the game that did win completely in this video. That I would not have done that, but that is exactly what some, count 'em, some Spider-Man 2 fans have been doing. Literally having complete childish meltdowns, like man-child level meltdowns. The fact that Spider-Man 2 walked away with no awards. And I also want to preface this video, I'm not here to crap on Spider-Man 2 and call it woke and all that other stuff. But I will say I was I have a mixed feelings about the original Spider-Man. I like the game, I like the story, but I can't do real-time action combat. I don't enjoy having to try to mash the same buttons over and over again. I actually more gravitate toward turn-based games for the reason of, like, yes, they can be difficult, but at least I'm given time to really think through my decisions. How am I going to get around this situation? Versus XXX, square, square, circle, circle. Like, holy hell. Oh, by the way, I do play PlayStation. I do own a PlayStation, which makes it even more ironic. But I am not a Sony fanboy, or I think their derogatory term for them is ponies. Um, which is kind of ironic given my channel. But nah, I think it's a combination of phony and Sony ponies. So I think that's what it is. I could be completely wrong. Yes, but they just had an absolute meltdown. Also, I have a brother who is a fan of the original Spider-Man. He loved the original Spider-Man. He's played that game like 4 or 5 times. I haven't actually been in concert with him to ask him what he thinks about Spider-Man 2, but you know, I- I'm not gonna crap on people for enjoying Spider-Man 2, and you're allowed to be disappointed that it didn't win any awards. You're entitled to feel that, but what these people are doing is they're trashing Baldur's Gate 3. They're constantly trying to put it down, saying it's actually a shit game, that it's boring because it's turn-based combat, which I'm so sick of the anti-turn-based combat. Like, Jesus Christ, you cannot like turn-based combat, but holy crap, people are tweeting out like it ruins video games. Why are we going back to the 90s? It's like it was hard seeing most of those tweets, man. It was, oh my god. Oh gosh. Like one guy, I was the stream of the one guy. I'm not gonna mention any names because that's not what I do in this video. In my videos, I'm not going to mention anybody, but it was just like he literally was disappointed. He called Sven Sven a loser. Like, grow the hell up, man. Like, look, you don't have to like Baldur's Gate 3, but you cannot say that it didn't deserve the award at all. Like, at all. Here's the thing about me and Game of the Year. Here's how I decide my personal Game of the Year. And of course, personal Game of the Year matters to me personally. Did I like the game? Yeah, I liked the game. That's a lie. That's a lie. I loved the game. Um, but two, but also it's more than that. When I try to think about it objectively, what game left the biggest impact the year that it's up for nomination? And you cannot argue. Like, I'm sorry. You can there's no argument that you can make to me that this game didn't have an impact. They took a genre, CRPGs, that was so niche, and just it blew up amongst a wide audience of people. I can't tell you how many comments I've seen of people saying, I always hated turn-based RPGs. I gave Baldur's Gate 3. I loved it, and I've changed my tune. Like, that is an impact. A game that literally made developers come out publicly on social media and say, oh, please don't expect the same level of detail from our games. We can't do that. Mostly because your fucking bosses won't let you try to do that. I understand that because most of your bosses they don't care about video games. They care about I don't care anything about this video game as long as it makes me the money. So like I get that to some extent. It's look, and on that front, I know I'm derailing. I do not expect every game to be Baldur's Gate 3. But I do want to see people try to be as good as Baldur's Gate 3. That's what I want to see. But a lot of people, they're saying, oh, we can't do that. We're not even going to try. It's like, okay, then keep going on with the microtransactions and everything else, I guess. I'm not going to buy your game. Yeah, that's... But holy hell, the impact it made, the people it brought in, and just what it did to RPGs, because I'm in my memory, and I may have forgotten, I may be overlooking some, and you can yell at me in the comments if I have. But there hasn't been another RPG that has done what Baldur's Gate 3 has done. In terms of RPGs, in terms of player choice, it has the most that any RPG has ever had. Like, holy crap. And yeah, bear sex scene, whatever. It's funny, it's a meme, I mean, most people are like, why did they showcase that? And I'm like, it's to meme it, you know? It's just like, this is how dedicated we are to player choice. That you can freaking engage in bestiality if you want to. Yeah, the bear sex scene. And of course, there's the one video that's been shown countless. I believe her name's Momo that I did watch shortly after the game release, talking about all the different ways people approached the Goblin mission. It's just insane. That was insane when I first saw it, and it kind of is a testament to just no one is having the same experience. Also, Baldur's Gate 3 has probably one of the most replayability of any game ever. Like, no two, even three, maybe even four playthroughs are going to be the same. Like, it's going to be a different experience for everybody because everybody's going to make different situations. Now, I'm sure in like 5 years, maybe everyone will kind of fond everything they can of Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm pretty sure about that time Larian will be making their next game, so, whatever, you know? But holy crap. Look, the main reason I'm making this video is you could be disappointed, but don't be a douche. Don't be the douche that goes out there and just claims that Baldur's Gate 3 was shitty because of this, this, and this, and it didn't deserve Game of the Year. And stop posting cutscenes as examples. Just stop. Like, cutscenes are not gameplay. There's no argument you can make. No, no. I've seen all the arguments and they're all stupid. They're horrible. None of them make any gosh dang sense at all. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 fans, that some, let me backpedal. I'm not about to make blanket statements here. I don't like doing that. But like some Spider-Man 2 fans, like, you're kind of the reason people look down on gamers. It's because of this shit. So let's just stop. Like the games you want to like, be disappointed that your game didn't get any awards, but don't try to act like it is on the same level as what Baldur's Gate 3 did this year. Baldur's Gate 3 was objectively made the biggest impact on the industry and just all of game this year. And it's crazy. It was a sleeper hit. Didn't know anything about it. Not many people knew a lot of things about it. It revived a dead, well, not a dead IP, but an IP that had been in limbo for years, and took it and it made it into something incredible. And I think that's all I really have to say at this moment. Let me guys know what you think of this whole situation. What you think of Baldur's Gate 3. I'd be interested to hear, but if you're gonna be an ass, just don't. Yeah. But thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to BronyCast for more content, especially once I get back into reactions, and more videos like this. See y'all next time.